Hey guys, this is Attorney Walter Rufnott III. We're going to be looking at this article. It's from CNBC. They've been putting out some pretty good articles over the past couple of weeks. I just wanted to go ahead and go through this. Jeff Cox, the writer, Friday, July 23rd. It came out 3 to 5 p.m. The rapid growth of the U.S. economy is about to hit a wall. That means the economy is doing this. All the politicians are going, "Are we amazing?" Right? And the bottom line is it's about to slow down significantly. All right, so think of it like this. Like a gas price went from a dollar, well, it's almost like a dollar. Let's say it went from $1 and now it's $3, and then we're thinking, oh, it might hit $4. No, it's right there. That's where it's going to stop. That's it. All right, here we go. Key points. Gross domestic product is expected to accelerate 9.2% for the April to June period. That's likely, however, to be the peak for the pandemic-era growth. Economists see a gradual reversion to the mean for the U.S., which is more used to growing closer to 2% than the much stronger levels it had turned in during the reopening. So what they're saying here, just at the very beginning of this, is that we're reopening. There was a boom. Everybody was getting out, doing stuff. Hotel, beaches. Hey, Florida's out of control, but we're still going on vacation there. Woo! All that stuff. That's all good. But we're not going to see much growth beyond that. We've now hit a wall. Okay, here we go. The U.S. economy is expected to post another roaring growth spurt in the second quarter before a slow and steady dose of reality starts to sink in. Gross domestic product is projected to accelerate 9.2% for the April to June period, according to the FactSet survey. The Commerce Department will release its first estimate for second quarter GDP on Thursday. In a pre-pandemic world, that would have put annualized growth at its fastest level, and then it cut off there what it was, since the second quarter of 1985. However, the current circumstances and the outsized policy response they generate make this merely the third straight quarter of GDP that sits well above the post-Great Recession trend. Great Recession, of course, was 2008 because we call it a Great Recession as opposed to a depression. Things are about to change, however. The economy is creeping back toward normal. An open checkbook from Congress is about to get tighter, and millions of sidelines American workers will be returning to their jobs. That means a gradual reversion to the mean for an economy more used to growing closer to 2% than the much stronger levels it had turned in during the reopening. So where these politicians are doing a lot of this like, wow, amazing, super growth, it's not going to continue. It's going to go back to that slight growth pattern. Growth has peaked and the economy will slow a bit in the second half of this year, then much more noticeably in the first half of 2022 as fiscal support fades, said Mark Zandi, chief economist at Moody's Analytics. The contours of growth are going to be shaped largely by fiscal policy over the next 18 months. The tailwind just blows less strongly and may stop altogether by this time next year. So what we're talking about is this, and we're almost done with the article. It's been a long road getting here, but the economy has gotten very close to its pre-pandemic self, thanks to Florida. In fact, I'm just kidding with that. In fact, according to a running gauge that Jeffries keeps, overall output is at 98.6% of its normal level before COVID-19. That's the dog saying hi to people. So normal level COVID-19 turned everything upside down. The firm uses a slew of indicators to measure then versus now and finds that while some areas such as employment and air travel are lagging, retail and housing have helped push overall activity to just below the 2019 level of 98.6%. They go through some basic metrics here, movement, transit, congestion, domestic flights, international flights, employment activity, stuff like that. You can kind of see them here. But the overall basis, if you're not into mathematical analysis on the metrics of why this is coming to fruition, and I can still go through the rest of this thing, but the point here is, it's just a lot of numbers. The point here is this. Everything stopped, right? Nation got shut down. And when it got shut down, we saw a lot of things that we saw. Fuel was super cheap. There were all these restrictions on what you could or could not do. And as a result of that, the politicians are going, wow, we are so incredible. Look at what we did with the economy, because the economy just revamped right back because people want to earn money. They want their companies to continue. There's a lot of small businesses which were not allowed to operate during all those closed down periods, even though like Walmart, Amazon, stuff like that was allowed to continue, which I know the whole unfair thing going on with that. But the bottom line is this, okay? Even though you saw this, everybody just boom, hit the road running, you're now going back to essentially this, the slow climb. Now, will that slow climb have some of these? Yeah, sure, because there's still states that are offline. There's still states that are unwilling to go ahead and open back fully, which makes sense. There's a Delta variant, so we'll have to see what happens with that. My point of doing this video is to say to you this. If the prices are essentially coming back very quickly, just be aware the prices are not going to follow the trend of that 2% increase per year, but instead we're going to see this massive relenting COLA increase, which means the price of everything is going to go up. So the whole point of this video about that growth hitting a wall is to say, while that growth is going to hit a wall, you still better save your money because the COLA increase is going to be extreme. So the most important part is that even though that growth hitting a wall isn't going to really affect you in a negative way, the COLA increase will. All right. My name is Attorney Walter Wolf III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. Remember to go live from 8 to 10 every Thursday Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. If you want to catch up with me there. I donate 2 hours every single week. Have an absolutely wonderful night. We'll go from there. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.